Hello viewers, welcome to our lecture series on emerging trends in business and management. And in that series of our discussion on this topic, we have been talking about recent trends in marketing. So extending our discussion on the topic, I shall be discussing with you the different other aspects of trends in marketing, emerging trends in marketing. So in that series, a new term which comes in front of us is called meta marketing. When we talk about meta marketing, we should understand that who coined this term. Originally, it was coined by E.J. Kelly. Kelly coined this term called meta marketing, and when we talk about meta marketing, we have to understand that what was the objective behind giving it a name called meta marketing. The objective was to bring the whole of scientific, social, ethical, and managerial experience to bear on marketing. So, they wanted to offer a kind of holistic view of marketing or holistic experience to bear on marketing, and that is why a term called meta was given. Some of the marketers, they are naming or terming it as holistic marketing. They are being holistic in their behavior, and they feel that when we talk about holistic marketing, we are being holistic in terms of our scientific, social, ethical, and different other dimensions. So, meta marketing talks about considering all activities of a marketer with the same significance, with the same importance, and it says that each and every activity performed by you is equally important. So, we cannot discount the contribution of any of the activities performed by a marketer. And this very concept of meta marketing, it actually offers practically an unlimited potential for marketing action. It is giving us a kind of unlimited potential for all actions which are being performed by marketers, that it has huge potential. So, you should understand the significance of each and every activity and perform it with the same zeal, with the same enthusiasm. Then comes relationship marketing. We have been talking about CRM, customer relationship management. It is basically emanating from this very trend, relationship marketing, where we assume that we should maintain a cordial relationship with our customers, and for that we are following this strategy of relationship marketing. If we have to see the definition of it, the way Kotler defines it, it says that it is the process of building long-term, trusting, win-win relationship with your customers, distributors, dealers and suppliers. So, this is a broader definition of relationship marketing. Normally, when we talk about CRM, CRM only confines itself to maintaining a relationship with their customers, wherein when we talk about relationship marketing, it not only considers customers, but also your suppliers, your distributors, dealers, and anybody or everybody with whom you are in touch with. So, as a marketer, if you are in touch with a banker, there too you have to maintain a win-win relationship. You should maintain a long-term trusting relationship, so that it should be a lasting one, because as a marketer you have to formulate a strategy which is sustainable, and to make it sustainable, of course, you have to maintain a positive relationship with everyone. So, this is the crux of the relationship marketing, and this is how it differs from CRM. CRM only talks about maintaining the relationship with the customers, wherein in the relationship marketing we are giving value or extending value to each and every person, each and every entity with whom we are interacting. So, this is called relationship marketing. Now, when we are looking at the positive trends in marketing, wherein we talk about social marketing, we had talked about meta marketing, we also talk about relationship marketing. There are certain negative trends also. For instance, when we look at the negative list or the negative steps at times taken by marketers, the term called ambush marketing comes in front of us. Now, this term is so popular, or this trend is so trendy, that it is being known by different names. Some may call it guerrilla marketing, some call it parasitic marketing, because when we are calling it guerrilla marketing, we are actually reflecting the traits of a gorilla, the way it works. when we talk about ambush marketing, we are trying to signify the role which is being played by a marketer in doing that ambushing. Or when we talk about parasitic marketing, it means your survival is dependent upon somebody else's survival, or you are surviving with somebody else's efforts. Your effort is not that positive, but still you are surviving with their efforts. So, the term ambush was again coined by Jerry Wells, and it actually, when this kind of situation occurs, or in which situation we call that particular marketing strategy to be ambush marketing, that we need to understand. It actually occurs when one brand is paying to become an official sponsor of an event. It is very much popular in case of sports advertisements, or or when we talk about the sports marketing. So, this situation arises when one brand is actually becoming an official sponsor of an event, making payment, and another competing brand is attempting to cleverly connect itself with the same event. And while doing so, either they are paying very less, or at times they are not even paying anything. So, without paying the sponsorship fee or paying lesser amount, you are becoming the sponsor, and in this entire process you are not breaking any law. So, there is no violation of any rule. So, imagine that one company is becoming the official sponsor of an event, and the other competing brand is also trying to attempt it to become a sponsor of the same event, but while doing so, the second party is not paying the requisite amount, or they are only paying some fee just to enter. And the benefit, when we talk about the majority of benefit in terms of conversion of the customers, is actually being enjoyed by the second one. So, in this entire process, which seems to be unethical, and of course, it is unethical, that one person is paying requisite amount and not getting the requisite benefit. That is why we call it parasitic marketing or ambush marketing. Although there are certain legal provisions nowadays that even for the sports events, the official sponsor is one only, and for different segments there are different fee structure which is being decided by what we call as tariff. Tariff is nowadays decided by the organizers, just to ensure that those who are becoming the official sponsors, they are getting the due benefits. But there was a time in late 80s, or you can call as 90s, early 90s, this was a situation, this was not the situation. So, ambush marketing became very popular, and the practitioners started asking, is everything fair in marketing? So, do you think that whatever marketers are doing while playing with these sponsorship activities, is it fair? So, of course, that was question, and nowadays we have proper legislation also for the same, and but still some of the marketers, they are finding ways and means to enjoy such kind of situation, and whenever or wherever they are doing so, we are terming it as parasitic marketing or ambush marketing or guerrilla marketing. Another trend is called experiential marketing. We all understand feeling is believing, that unless you feel a product, unless you feel a service, this is very much prominent in case of services marketing. Although for products also it is equally important, but greater prominence is for services marketing. So, this is called experiential marketing, wherein you are offering a feel to your customers, and when you do so, we call it experiential marketing. So, it tends to make customers feel about the product or a specific service, that you should have that positive feeling, you feel and then believe. That is called experiential marketing, and this is why most of the marketers, for instance, if you take example of the electronic goods, whenever you visit a showroom, they are actually exhibiting the quality of their products. You can have a feel of that, that this is the product which you are going to buy. Even for the cell phone, the handsets, mobile handsets, when you are going to buy, you can have a look at the dummy one, or you can have a look at the sample product, and this is what you are going to buy. these are the features, these are the services. Or for services marketing also, they are having this kind of service. This is called experiential marketing. The next in trend which comes in front of us is counter marketing. Now, some people think that counter and demarketing, are they the same? No, they are different. There are many products which have a good demand, although they are unwholesome from the point of view of the consumer's welfare. So, we are actually following the counter marketing strategy. It is done in case of vice products. So, this is very much known strategy for the products which are not very desirable from consumers point of view, from the point of view of consumers welfare. In such situation, the task of a marketer is basically to ensure that the demand for such product should not exist. They are there to eliminate the demand of that product. That is why we call it counter marketing. In demarketing, they are discouraging, but they are not saying that you should not buy that product. So, there is a very thin line of differentiation which at times gets eliminated, and you would find that demarketing and counter marketing, they are the same. But in both the situations, what is common is that both of them, they are trying to ensure the consumers and society's welfare at large as their priority, that we should give priority to the welfare of consumers, to the welfare of society, and for that they are actually not hesitant in resorting to counter marketing. So, it basically led to surrogate products or surrogate advertising, which I already mentioned, but some marketers, they are saying that we are following counter marketing, some of them they are naming it as demarketing, but both of them, they are almost having the equal stand when it talks about their strategies, when it talks about when you talk about implementing it in true manner. Next is viral marketing. As the term itself is indicating, it is like it is getting viral. You have to spread a particular idea, a particular product, a particular service by the way of word of mouth, and when you are following that strategy, you can call it as viral marketing. So, viral marketing or viral advertising, it refers to those techniques where we are using pre-existing social networks, and those social networks, they are used to produce increases in brand awareness or to achieve other marketing objectives. When we are doing so, we call it viral marketing. Normally, we term it as a word of mouth publicity, that you are actually showing that you are actually spreading the word about your products with existing system, and nowadays even through the social media or the social networks, this viral marketing is very much done by marketers. So, the word of mouth is now replaced by the social media also, because people have started speaking on different forums of social media. So, via social media or the social networks, people are communicating to each other. That is why that word of mouth has now become the word of social media. So, when it is done, we call it viral marketing. Some of the marketers, they had actually established their products by the way of viral marketing only, by the viral advertising only. There are a number of cases where you would find that viral marketing is very much effective also, because that voice is coming from within. Suppose if one of my colleague is speaking about a particular product, or they are actually showing sharing their experiences about that product, we call it we of course trust it, we of course believe it, and that is called viral marketing. One person has communicated to 2-3 people, then those people, they percolate it down to others. So, in this way it gets viral. Some marketers, they are calling it as affiliate marketing as well, that you are working as an affiliate to that particular brand, you are buying a product, you are actually making a video, showing that video that yes, this is the product I had recently purchased and my experience of using this product is excellent or superb, and based on that the ratings are being done, and marketers are getting the benefit out of that. So, that is also called as viral marketing. So, viral promotions, it may take in the form of video clips, it can be an interactive flash games, it can be advert games, which is a combination of advertising and games. It can be in terms of e-books, or brandable software can also be one of them. It can be images, or even text messages can be used as viral promotions. So, viral promotion can be in different forms, and that form depends upon how advanced the society is in terms of using technology. If a person is not very much exposed to technology, it would be a simple text message, and depending upon their exposure to the technology, it will move towards the advert games, flash games, or it can be interactive flash games, video clips, and many more. So, of course, it can be word of mouth delivered or enhanced by the network effects of the internet. So, viral marketing is at times very effective for creating a positive image of a product. But at times, of course, since we are this word of mouth is spreading, we have to be very vigilant, because suppose if there is a negative word of mouth publicity, that also may cause harm to the company. So, viral marketing is being used by marketers to ensure that there is a positive image among the customers and potential customers about the product or the services. Next is the most recent trend, which I would like to share with you, because at times when you visit a particular outlet, or a particular store in a mall, you find a very different kind of aroma, or you feel or you actually have that feel of a very good kind of fragrance there. So, that fragrance is not being used by those outlets in a very easy manner, like we are using some aroma at our home. It is basically a strategy of those marketers, and they call it scent marketing, or it is also called as aromatology. So, that aroma is being delivered to you, or this feeling is being given to you as a part of their marketing strategy, because since the fragrance is so powerful that when you visit the place, you feel very good and you feel like staying there for a while. And once you are staying there for a while, of course, you would have a look at different products which are being sold out there, and once you are watching, of course, you may intend to buy also. So, the scent marketing is basically a subgenre of sensory branding. It is a part of sensory branding, and it is using fragrance or smell to attract consumers. Imagine. So, smell is one of the strongest senses. We believe that smell is one of the most strongest senses, and it creates long lasting memories. And you would be surprised to note that specific perfume, the specific aroma is being used by the marketers, and it is not made available to others. So, that specific aroma you find at that specific outlet only, and this smell is going to create a long lasting memories for a customer. So, marketing teams, what they are doing with this aromatology, they are using it to sell everything from cell phones to air travel and other consumable products. Some people think that this aromatology is being used for selling the cosmetic products, or for selling the perfumes only, but of course, it is not so. It is done by the marketers to sell everything or anything which is being sold under one roof, and that this aroma or this aromatology is being used by marketers, which is called as scent marketing. Now, having talked about the sensory organs, or we talk about the scent marketing, we should understand about the feeling of a customer when they are going to buy a product, and they understand that in what way my marketer is reacting towards environmental concerns. And when we talk about environmental concerns, the term which comes from marketing is called as green marketing. Now, greening of products is being done by the marketers nowadays. Now, what is green marketing? Let us understand. Green marketing is basically the marketing of products that are presumed to be environmentally safe. So, these products are presumed to be environmentally safe, and they are not going to cause any harm to the environment by any manner during the production, or even after production when it is being sold out to the customers, then too they are not causing any harm to the customers or to the society at large. So, this is called greening of products, greening of advertising. Nowadays we talk about green advertising, we talk about greening of products. So when we talk about green advertising, we are actually using those technologies or those ways of doing advertisement which are not causing any harm to the environment, they are environmentally safe. Now, the question comes what it encompasses, what it comprises of. This entire concept of green marketing, it comprises of broad range of activities, and you will be surprised to note that it not only includes the production process, but also the product modification. It includes changes to the production process, packaging changes, and also modifying the advertising. For instance, if we talk about the say no to plastics campaign, because plastics are causing a lot of harm to the environment. So once the plastic is banned, all the marketers, they are actually resorting to the alternative options, the alternatives to the plastic. So they are not using any such material which is causing any harm to the environment when it comes to packaging the product, when it comes to doing the production process or doing the production process complete. So they have to ensure that there is no harm to the society or to the environment in any manner. When we talk about environment, of course it includes all, it includes air, it includes water, it includes soil also. So all three types of pollutions, they are included into this, and when a marketer is following all these things, we call them to be following a strategy of green marketing. So marketers are nowadays going green. Even for technological products, they are greening their products by different ways, by adopting to a newer technology which is more safe, which is much safer in terms of environmental safety, in terms of environmental impacts. So these are the different trends which marketers nowadays they are resorting to, and that is why we call them to be the recent trends in marketing or different colors of marketing. Now, some people think that is this an exhaustive list? Answer is no. This is a never ending process. This list is having addition every now and then. Suppose today a marketer is resorting to a new technique, of course that is going to be added. But I try to present before you the buzzwords which are very much popular in the corridors of marketing. Now the question comes, what marketers are doing to stay relevant in the marketplace? The answer is they are introducing new market offerings. Every marketer nowadays is trying to introduce a new product to the market, or you can say a product which is having a unique selling proposition. They try to create some uniqueness into their products in terms of their quality, in terms of their features. The question comes, in what manner they are doing so, how it is possible for them. Before we talk about those modalities, those options, we have certain questions to ask ourselves as a marketing practitioners, as a student of marketing, or as a teacher of marketing. The first one is, what challenges does a company face when it comes to develop a new product and services? So what challenges am I going to face if I am thinking of offering a new product? So this is the first question in front of us when we talk about being innovative in the market and being part of that marketing trend, being part of that recent trend, that I am going to set a new trend. I will not be following the trend which is being set by my competitors. Why don't I set a new trend which others are going to follow? And for that I need to develop a new product. So what challenges do I face? That I should know. The second is, what organizational structures and processes do managers use to manage new product development? So what kind of organizational structure and processes which manager is going to use if you are going to manage with the new product development? The next is, what are the main stages in developing new products and services? Because even the process of producing a new product, of course since the product is new, you cannot carry on with the same process of a product development. It can have its own steps, it can have its own process. So, we have to understand what is the best way to manage the new product development process, what factors affect the rate of diffusion, and of course, the consumer adoption of newly launched products and services. So, these questions are there in front of us. Even when I have to define the new product, there are different categories of new product. Imagine how complex it is. There is a product, if I call a new product, there can be different variants to it. It can be new to the world, it can be new product line, it can be additions to an existing product, it can be improvements, it can be repositionings, it can be cost reductions and many more. So, with these questions I am concluding this very lecture of mine, and I would be coming to you with the answers of these questions in the next lecture of mine. Till then, thank you so much.